a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Haynes. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw yet again. Quick completion to the tight end. Now here he goes. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
QB keeper all the way. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. To throw, it's Klubnik. The receiver grabs it. Inside the 35. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up 1st down from the 31.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Hot over the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
The Tigers looking to cash in this red zone trip. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Bringing pressure. They'll drop him for a loss, but hold on. There are penalty markers on the field. That's a costly mistake, grabbing the jersey there. Off the penalty, the offense will now set up in the red zone with a first down. They'll try the option play here.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Tigers will crank up the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. Great connection there for 6 points. Setting the tone early. How about the execution? Opening drive on the conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Adjustments now for this defense. Looking to the air in the first play of this conference championship. The short completion of the tight end. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And the defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Fighting him off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He escapes the pocket. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Breaks into the clear. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive early in this game. The offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. They go with a direct snap. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Canes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Haynes. Here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Defense is coming after him. The receiver makes the catch. Great move in the open field. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Haynes. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Throwing in the rain can be very dangerous. The timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver can be off. Here the quarterback takes a chance and forces the ball. Give credit to the defensive back for locking in there and coming up with that big interception.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Short connection to the tight end here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Has the first down and more. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Back to pass. It's Beck. Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And the runner takes off to his right. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. QB to the tight end for a completion. They stop him, but it's a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Defensive coordinator dials up man-to-man coverage, puts the free safety in center field. This is where his instincts have got to take over, and they do here. He reads the quarterback's eyes, leads him to the football, and he does a nice job of knocking it away.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. To the air, it's back. Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Try is no good, and we're still tied.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Single back takes the handoff. Got the first down and still motoring. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looking to pass. It's back. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. The tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Looking for some space. It's Pringle. First down, looking for more now. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
That's an important first down on that running play. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. Breaking tackles. And that run produces a decent gain.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, you're going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
The quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Joseph. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. To throw, it's back. He finds the running back in the flat. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. No press here. The defense backing away. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw here. He's running out of time here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25. But what a play for this defense.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining in the first half clock. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. He's in the clear. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Defense not pressing this time. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to make a play deep downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight. Could take it all the way. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, throwing in the rain can be very problematic, but an impressive job by this defensive back to come down with this pick regardless.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they've regained the lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll run it to the right side. Breaking free at the 35. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it deep to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
To throw, it's back. He's got a man down the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they've got him behind the line. Great effort by them. There, but still going to be stopped for a loss. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
There's the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made by the tight end. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Handoff here from the shotgun. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too. Because
that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Boy, great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and of course most recently Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic, and with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He knocks it through with confidence. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it would still be 4th down. The Hurricanes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. The running back here in a direct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
We're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. He's swarmed by the defense.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they'll check him out. So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it here. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Miami 20, Clemson.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll feed the back again. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Running play called on third and short. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Moves out of the pocket. Boom. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? They'll run it to the left. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Here's the option play. Loose football. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. He'll be brought down. Nice play to make the recovery, but he stopped short of first down yardage.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. On the move now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The ball is picked off. He's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick. Is back on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. Grinding away on the ground. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Pump over the middle, it's Fletcher. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Puck near the sticks. It's Joseph. They make the stop, but good enough for a 1st down at the 29.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Pitches to the back. He shreds the tackle.
Yeah, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
Closing in on a conference championship, this offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Handoff with a single back. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking for a late deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.